makes no sense. Yeah.
Clayton is shouting.
Okay, any pizza, go away.
Rude. Bitch.
Get out of here, Mom.
Start asking what
We found a video intro.
Yeah. Can we leave that in, please?
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I was
Take your pizza and get away.
Hello and welcome to West Underground. Today we have another episode for you guys. This one's a very special one. We've been trying to get these blokes on for a long time. It's been over 12 months now, and they're finally here. They're with us, and these guys are musicians. They're a band. They're brilliant. You've probably seen them. If you haven't, go check them out. And they're none other than the Radicals. So guys, just straight off the bat, how's this lockdown experience kind of been for you? Have you been able to kind of keep yourselves, somewhat occupied at the moment?
Yeah, man. I think first off, thank you so much. That was very nice of you to say. I guess we're doing it the same as everyone else. We haven't practiced in I don't even know how long it's been, maybe 5 or 6 months or something. It's just, we,
as a band or personally?
Both for me. I just haven't been bothered to really do anything. Luckily for us though, we've been in the studio recording an EP, so we've kind of had some material we're sitting on. So I guess it's just been a lot of that business planning and getting all that set up and the PR and everything and a release schedule. So we've been able to keep ourselves a bit busy, but yeah, it's, you just go crazy not being able to really play shows or even play together at all. I don't know about the other boys, but yeah, that's definitely how I've been feeling.
I've been practicing. I don't know about you guys. You guys have been lacking too much. But yeah, it's been difficult not being able to jam, especially when we have some gigs coming up. Take it away, Nick. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I've been practicing as much as I can through this lockdown period. It's sort of given me a chance to try get better as a musician, and yeah, I guess sort of as we've all been saying, it's sort of just a waiting game now to go and play a show. We're all sort of waiting for it, and yeah, we're all itching to get back there and play another show.
Nice, guys. And can I just ask, Miles, your attire here. You're dressed as if you've just left a business meeting. What's going on, mate?
I love this question.
Please make me famous so I can quit my job.
He rocks up to practice and shows in his suit, before sound check and everything, and everyone's like, "Fuck, man, that's such a sick get up." He's like, "Fuck off, I just finished work, I'm not wearing this suit when I play." Everyone's like, "Please, man, just do it once." He's like, "Fuck off."
Well, Angus Young used to turn up in his school outfit, so
yeah, exactly.
Same thing.
That's it.
You look good, man. You put the rest of us to shame.
Oh, cheers, bros. My best.
But that, I suppose you guys have just summed up, where you guys are at the moment. But let's go back to the start of the journey for you guys. How did you start the band, and how did you guys meet each other?
It's a bit. So me and Miles went to primary school together, and he was like a year below me, and he was the drummer in the school band, and I was a drummer too, and he was just so much more better than me. So I'd rock up to band practice, and he'd be on the kit, and I'd be with a fucking triangle or a tambourine or something. I was just like, "Fuck this dude!" I hate him. And then we didn't really speak much. And then I don't know, fucking heaps later, I was just like, I want to start a band. And me and Nick were in high school together, and we were in music class and everything. And I was like, well, Nick will want to be part of the band. He's like he's a good musician. And I was like, I don't know any drummers. I was like, there's a fucking dude from primary school. I was like, I'll just ask him. And then I just sent him a message. I'm like, hey man, like weird question, but like, do you want to be in a band? He's like, yeah, and then we got together like a week later and had a jam. And it's just been like that ever since, pretty much.
Was that the actual answer you gave as well?
Yeah.
100%. He just went, yeah, and I was like, this is gonna be interesting.
Hi, Blueface baby.
Oh man, that I think that's the the sickest story we've had so far. Just a one-worded answer, and that's the start.
Yeah, man. I was so keen. I was like, fuck, I'm so ready to like be in a band. And then Nick and Miles were just like, all right, like I'll give it a go. Like, all right, let's do it. Let's have a jam. I was like, these guys don't give a fuck. Oh, ended up being all right though, so can't complain.
Nice, man. And like, now how long have you been going for? Like, how many years now?
I think it was like we started jamming in like September 2019, and then we had our first show on like the start of November, and then at the end of that month, we supported like Ruby Fields, which was just horrible. We were so shit, and it was the worst experience ever. Yeah, like just you wouldn't even believe it. Like so much went wrong. It was just completely fucked. So I think that's like, well, yeah, pretty much almost 2 years. But yeah, it's shocking.
Oh man, well at least if you fuck up at the start, you can only get better, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's all we like to think. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You are hard.
Like what happened? Like how bad did it go?
Oh man, so we got there early because like it's a Shire show, so it was like a 5-minute drive for all of us. So like, fuck, this is gonna be sick. Like, because like all our mates were going. It was sold out. We were so stoked. We rocked up like 2 hours before sound check was meant to be. We're like, we'll get in there early, have some beers, like have a good time. We were there. I think doors were at like 8 o'clock, and we got in there at like maybe 5, and there was absolutely nothing in the band room. Like there was no stage, there's no nothing, and there was just all these like people just drinking beer, these old blokes. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And then we like started calling people off this worksheet, like, are we in the right venue? Like, is today the right day? Like, what's going on? We're like, yeah, man, like everyone's just running a bit late. So everyone got there like 30 minutes, like 45 minutes before doors. So no one got a sound check. We had to help set up the stage, all the backline, everything. The front of house guy was the biggest fucking asshole, like the worst dude we've ever worked with. And then 10 minutes before we were meant to go on stage, one of my mates spilt a beer over my pedal board. Like, and then I'm talking like my pedal board was under a table that had like slats, so those gaps. Knocked the beer over. My pedal board was underneath it, fell onto my pedal board. I have like 8 pedals, and 7 of them broke on the spot, like just short circuited and were fucked. And then one of them worked, which was the distortion pedal. So like got up on stage, I'm having like a fucking aneurysm. I'm so nervous. Got like one pedal. We start the set. It was just the worst ever. It was so bad. And after that, I think we ended up on like a boat at like 2 a.m. going to some random dude's house. And I don't think we got home until like 8 a.m. Like we just didn't want to remember any of it. It was a shocker.
Man, that's rough. Was it like a proper Shire venue?
Yeah. Oh, it was Caringbah Hotel, but it was like 400 people. So it was really, really rough. But yeah, it was good. I feel like it was good to start off so rough, and it's like it seriously can't get any worse than that. Yeah. So we got that out of the way, and now no one's allowed near any of the gear before shows. But mainly just him. He's not allowed anywhere near any of the gear.
Did you get could you fix the pedals, or like were they?
Oh, so he gave me like $800 or something, even though the pedals were worth like $1,500, but it was all right. Some of them were all right. I just chucked them in like rice for like a week, and then most of them were surprisingly all right, and they're still working now. So yeah, good times. Shout out to Danny B for that one. Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like all of the music venues have like a weird way of getting into it. So because you guys played at Vinnie's in Gold Coast, and for me to find that place, it was so hard to like find. I thought it was the corner, but it was like further down, and I walked in. I was like, it was a small room at Vinnie's, and I'm like, are we at the right place? She goes,
Yeah,
yeah, 10,
exactly.
it was like $10 entry. And as soon as you walked in, so oh yeah, now it makes sense. But did you guys I saw you guys had a really good gig there. How did you guys feel about that place playing at Vinny's bar?
Yeah, Miles, you can take this one.
I had violent diarrhea the entire trip.
Oh,
I came down with the worst flu, and I just it was the
After
most
a
sick
festival, you were off your head. I think you were insanely sick from being so fucked up for 3 days straight.
Yeah, I went to Beyond the Valley, like
As well, yeah.
and as soon as I got home from Beyond the Valley, I came down with a fever, and then I had to fly to fucking Queensland. And I was just crook the entire trip. I was meant to be there the entire weekend, have fun with the boys. I played that show. I went back to the hotel, canceled my flight and got an earlier one and went straight home. I was so crook. But other than that, I snapped out of it for the 40 minutes we played, and it was amazing. Like the power of adrenaline.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was surprisingly a good show.
That's so good, man. I thought we are gonna get a story that you literally like shit yourself on stage.
Almost did.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would have been close. Yeah, because he fucked off, and then we're like, after the show, we're like, where's Miles? And like everyone's messaging, and he's like, yo, just landed in Sydney. And we're like, what the fuck? Are we really that bad? But it definitely was.
Oh man, how long did it take you to recover once you got back to Sydney?
I think I was crook for another 4 days. So that was my summer fucked.
it would have sucked if you got better as soon as you left Sydney Airport and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, well, I can see the thing is, I changed my flight just before the show, and when I was doing the show, I felt okay. I was like, man, I changed my flight for nothing, and then just immediately dipped again. So I don't know. Maybe I had COVID.
Oh, was this just before lockdown as well last year? So who
Yeah,
knows? Who knows, man?
Well, no, this was when was this? January 2020. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
was like when it was just being introduced.
Yeah, I was in Gold Coast in February to watch Motley and the Crew was there, and that was like 2 weeks before lockdown. And I went back to work with Skeleton. I'm like, what happened here? So I just got back to Sydney 2 weeks early, which was good.
Madness.
And all right. I didn't know what was happening there, Miles. You're still on the screen. You're the big dude on the screen. I thought you were doing a dance for a second. I was like, where is this going?
Oh, no.
He probably was.
But I saw you guys played with Fangs. I saw you on the bill with Fangs like a while ago. Did that show go ahead?
Nah, we're spewing, eh? We love the Fangs boys. I think it's rescheduled for January now, but yeah, we can't wait to play. Mate, like obviously Fangs are like the #1 Sydney like kind of underground band that everyone loves, and yeah, we're so keen to kind of just party and get loose with them, especially play the Lansdowne as well, because we haven't played there yet, but such a loose venue.
Yeah, man, the Lansdowne is a great venue. Like it's one of those venues where if you start doing the Lansdowne, it's like you're definitely coming up.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, if have you rescheduled that gig? Like, is there a like a new date?
Yeah, I think it's in January. Let me just check real quick. I think it's like mid-January or something. It's too much fucking going on Instagram. Yeah, fuck, I got no idea. Eh? It's January something, but it should be good. Hopefully it happens because we're very keen.
Hopefully, man. Who else is on the bill that night? Is it just you and Fangs?
No, I think it's Clay J. Gladstone and Start Your Own Cult, maybe.
Yeah, we've had like 4.
No.
Yeah. All the Sydney legend bands. And we're heaps keen to play with them as well. They're all so sick. It's gonna be a loose night, just like heaps kind of intense music. So should be good. I don't think we've ever played a bill with like I think it's because there's 4 bands on the bill that are kind of like heaps like intense rock. So should be a ton of fun.
Yeah, and all those bands fucking party hard, man. So
Oh, exactly, man. That's the main thing. Like we just fucking have a good time, and yeah, especially Fangs, just having a fucking party with those boys and be hectic.
dude, when we did their interview in my garage, I had to go to work after that. And these guys rock up with like half a case and like a bottle of Fireball. And I went to work so fucked. Like so fucked.
I remember watching that
wrong, but
episode. Yeah, I don't know what you expected, honestly.
Well, I did. Yeah, look, I don't know. Like, it was just kind of one of those fucked up things, like where I couldn't kind of get out of work, and so I had to do what I had to do. But
Rough shift.
oh, mate, it was not good. But the thing was, like, doing their interview with those guys was the easiest fucking interview I've ever done. And I say this all the time because it was like, guys, who are Fangs? And then I don't think I had to say much for the rest of the interview.
Yeah.
Bounced off each other. It was fucking
Such loose
brilliant.
units. Fucking
Yeah.
oath.
And man, that'll be a fucking great show. Like, I'm keen. I'm coming.
Oh, fucking oath.
Yeah, I'll definitely get the day off then.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Get the next day off.
Cool. Floppy your
Yeah, the
doors.
day off.
Weekend
yeah.
off, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get you boys on the door if you don't have your tickets already, for sure.
Oh shit, yeah. That'll be great.
Mad, man.
I'll pay anyway. I don't mind paying, helping out the bands.
Yeah, me either. But if we can, I just want to come. I just want to come and
Yeah.
Backstage stuff.
Yeah, shenanigans.
Yeah, we'll laminate you some passes.
Nice. Cheers, man. Fuck,
Yeah.
man. I feel like it's extra special when you get the eliminated ones, like the ones on the lanyard. And
Oh, dude, we played at our biggest show was at Factory Theatre, and it was like we had like 5 other bands on, and it was just like the show was meant to happen like a year before, and it just dragged on for ages. And I was like, fuck, let's just make this heap special. And I just like went out and bought like fucking 50 laminating sheets. Like took a laminator from work, and I was just sitting there for like 5 hours just laminating the poster on all these things. And like I took the band's logos and put them on. And then I was like, all right, sick. Like everyone's gonna be stoked. Everyone's like, oh mad. Like got in there. Everyone lost their fucking laminates in like 20 minutes, and they were just all over the floor. And cunts are walking backstage like, yeah, what's going on? I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, what's going on? It's just proper mayhem.
oh, fuck.
And then we started wearing each other's laminates.
Yeah. None of it matched.
I think I had the photographer's one on for a while.
Yeah.
As long as it goes to the right people, I don't think it matters what name you get.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, what's playing the Factory Theatre like? Was that a highlight? Like,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's we did Sundays. We did that Sunday set list thing there, which was pretty cool. But that was only to like maybe like 100 people or something. But then yeah, playing the Factory where like most of the people are there to see you is it's pretty crazy. It was still seated, but I mean it's just having a huge stage to run around on. It's pretty crazy.
so you ended up getting the main room one?
Yeah. And like the sound there is insane as well. It's just being able to play a show where you can actually hear yourself. And we brought our own front of house guy, and he was really nice. Like that's kind of good, where you can actually hear yourself on stage and you don't have to deal with any kind of assholes.
That's
It's a lot of fun. So yeah, it was a good time.
And you said before you boys come from the Shire, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you guys, like, every Shire band that I've ever seen brings their own entourage? Are you the same?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do. I got a crew of boys that try to come to every show. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the show. I mean, me and Miles are from over the bridge in Sans Souci, and Nick's a Cronulla boy. But I've just moved to the Shire. But yeah, that whole Shire stigma, it's definitely real. It exists.
Dude, it's so fucking true. Like, every time I've gone to see a band, I'm like, who are all these fucking people? And they're like, oh no, and they just seem to come to every show.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yeah, I mean, because yeah, especially if you're a Shire band playing in the Shire, then every show you can expect like 100 people, 200 people. Like it's crazy. But I mean, it's good because everyone there is so loose anyway. So it's always a good time.
Yeah, nice. And have you done the Brass Monkey? Like, is that?
Yeah, that was our first ever show. Yeah, that was interesting. It was heaps of fun. We were absolutely shocking, but yeah, heaps of fun. All our mates came out and some family and stuff. But Yeah, that was fun
Man,
to play.
it's
That place
yeah.
was so hot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
look, you played all right.
And I think it got a bit out of control, to be honest, for a bloody jazz
Oh
venue.
yeah, I got glassed by my mate mid song. I think like 10 people got kicked out. Fuck man, like I almost passed out. It gets so hot in there, especially when it's like sold out and it's just
Yeah.
all these people going nuts and these crazy lights like flashing on your face that are like literally like this far from you. But no, it was a great time.
Yeah, man. Like that venue is like notoriously hot, even in fucking winter with those lights. But like,
Yeah.
you find it a fucking pain in the ass. Like, how did you get all your shit in? Because I remember that, like, from experience when I played there, you kind of had to fucking park like way up the fucking street,
Yeah.
and then like, you know, walk a kilometer or 2 kilometers to the fucking door with all the gear. And
Yeah, exactly. Well, we literally we parked out the. I think we put when we played there, we parked out the back, like up on the footpath, because we're like fuck parking like up the road and carrying like a drum kit, a guitar, a bass amp, like all this stuff. So we actually parked on the footpath and then we just went around the back, knocked on the kitchen door, and like, hey, we're meant to play here tonight. And they're like, oh, okay. So we just like carrying the drum kit through this kitchen and like setting up. But it takes a while. I mean, the corridors are so thin. And even if you're coming down from upstairs, it's like the tiny doorway. It's like literally just a thin door, and then all those stairs, like 20 stairs. It's not fun.
And like next door to the Brass Monkey, I remember they had like I don't know if it's still there, but they had like an Indian restaurant. And it's really funny because you can see like the majority of like the customers are just Aussies at that place, because it was like a bunch of little random curries that they only made up about like this much of, and then like fucking butter chicken. It was like this.
Oh yeah, of course.
Stuff that they made.
Yeah, Aussie favorite.
Yeah,
butter chicken. Should be a rule out here.
Yeah, you just tell that this place was not selling any other curries.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, and you know, like for you guys, like what's been the loosest venue that you've played?
Fuck, I don't
In
know.
my-
It's
The Chippendale gig.
oh yeah.
I think the
What venue was that, Brandon?
What?
What venue was it? Was it called the Chipper?
Yeah, the Chippo. Yeah, the Chippo was crazy. I mean, it's hard because we only played like 4 standing gigs and like 15 seated, because like we started just before COVID. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the Chippo one was pretty crazy. Everyone was just loose as, and that's another sweatbox down there.
Yeah,
it's like literally underneath the pub. Just everyone was going crazy, and like it just looks completely fucked in there. Like someone's just like thrown a Molotov cocktail in there or something and just let it burn for a couple hours. Like it's so, the walls falling off, like the floor was like literally the concrete was all cracked, and we were just like, this is fucking awesome. And like the backstage is like some like weird, like I don't know, some weird area under stairs, and there was just like kegs and chairs and shit everywhere. And we're just like, what is actually going on? Like half the lights weren't working. We had to like hang our merch up on like through a pole and tape it to the wall, and like come back and retape it every hour. But yeah, no, it was so good. Venues like that are the best because it's just no holds barred. It's just crazy.
Yeah, man. The Chippo is a weird place too. I never played it. I've just been to a bunch of shows there, and it's weird because like one night they have bands and like one night they have like comedy or like
exactly
shit in there. But that you're talking about the Chippo Hotel, yeah, the one that's down the road from like the Lord Gladstone.
Yeah.
Nice, man. And like what, you know, like have you guys got a date of when you know, like restrictions are going to be lifted in Sydney, when I suppose venues are now taking bookings? Are they taking bookings or what's going on?
Yeah, they're all taking bookings. I think they said like October the 11th or the 18th is kind of when things can open back up again. Like I'm guessing it's all going to be seated and stuff, but I mean, it's a start, I guess. Yeah, heaps of the venues are taking bookings because they just kind of like they've had so long where they can't do anything, and they kind of just wanting to bounce back in straight away and get all the dates filled up and make shit happen.
Yeah, I think Frankie's have booked in 2 bands already, Avalanche and I think Wicked Envy. Not too
Oh yeah,
sure.
nice. Yeah, we
Oh,
love
you
that
know-
lunch.
Terabyte as well. Yeah, they've got 2 gigs
Sick.
booked at in November at Frankie's, so they're opening there up as well.
Yeah, fuck, I want to play Frankie's again so bad. That place is the best.
What was your experience playing Frankie's like?
Well, it was seated, but it was full capacity. Like we had mates outside who just had to go home because it was, and I don't think anyone there knew who we were, but it's just like Frankie's is so iconic that it was just always going to be packed to capacity.
Yeah.
And like they open the curtain when you play and all this kind of stuff. And it was just, everyone was getting into it. It was a mad time. Yeah, I don't know what you boys thought of it.
I loved Frankie's. I reckon Frankie's was sort of my favorite venue that we've played at so far, personally.
I mean, that curtain reveal was just the icing on the cake.
It made it so much more nerve-wracking, man. I was standing there, I was like, when do I start playing the opening riff? Like this chick opened the blind, she's like, all right, like 15 seconds, like she's like 30 seconds. I'm like, why wouldn't you just tell me like 5 seconds? Like now I got to count down from 30. I'm like sitting there and I'm like, don't talk to me, like 29, 28. And then she opened up, she's like, all right, 5 seconds. I'm like, all right, fucking sweet.
Nice, man. And like, I feel like Frankie's is the venue in Sydney that's got the model like down packed, like of how to do gigs and stuff. Because like every venue that wants you to fucking sell your own tickets and shit is kind of fucking. It's just a shit model. Like, but Frankie's have got it right. There's, you know, people go to Frankie's no matter fucking what. And
Exactly.
you know, I you know, shout out to Frankie's. I hope those guys are watching right now or will watch it when this comes out. When you played, did they give you the little green room downstairs, or they had the bar opened up?
Yeah, no, we had the green room downstairs. Like you mean like the bar, the like
Yeah,
bar
that's the
downstairs? Yeah,
underground
yeah.
bar.
Yeah, that place was great. Yeah, like it was just, I think they said usually it's open to the public, but yeah, we were down there and we were just like, what even is this? Like, didn't even know it existed, but it was sick down there. I think we just brought a speaker and we're just down and listening to heaps of tunes and just smashing heaps of drinks. And it was a Thursday night, so like we had to go to work the next day and that was rough, but that was heaps of fun.
Yeah, man, that little place downstairs is legendary. Paul, do you remember when we were there once, mate? And like we asked the bartender, like, what's the craziest night you've ever had down here? And he's like, oh, one night we had like Cher's band and Cheap Trick down here.
Mm.
And
The
like,
fuck?
Yeah, they've had
Yeah.
the Misfits as well down there as well, and
Holy
Joan Jett
shit.
and all that. Yeah.
and the Wolf Mother dude,
Fuck, that doesn't surprise me.
Metallica's Entourage.
Fuck, that's insane.
Yeah, man. Like they when they kind of come into town, they give them that little part downstairs, and they can come have a drink, and they can sneak them in down there.
Fucking oath.
Did you go to the bathrooms in there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's something else.
I think Queens of Stone Age played there as well.
Oh yeah, I think every band did before or after they were big. It was always free all the time. It just gets packed out because of the big bands. Even Alice Cooper's band played there 2 years ago as well.
It's insane, eh?
Yeah, like that place just has like it's just iconic. It just has had everyone and anyone in there.
100%.
You know, like you know, like the other day we interviewed Cody Cooper, who worked for Playboy, and that's her like favorite hangout place. And yeah, Paul, didn't you tell me that her photos now ended up on the wall?
Yeah, I think her photos. I don't know what sure is, but it's like her like bare showing everything. There's a photo of her just showing everything at some part in Frankie's. And I was like to her, "Oh, is that you? Is it?" And she goes, "Yeah, it's me." So I recognize her.
The infamous wall of photos.
But you know, are there any venues that are left for you guys to kind of play in Sydney? Like, what's the one that you really, really want to do now?
Ooh, good question.
Because we asked this to a lot of bands, and they say the Factory Theatre or the. Oh, have you guys done the Enmore?
Nah, Emma would be amazing. Seen so many acts there. Because I mean, what we've done, I mean, I'd say Oxford Art Factory. We did Oxford Art Factory. It was like 70 people seated. Yeah, I mean, it's probably Metro or the Enmore for sure. I mean, I don't really know what else there is. Sure, there's some smaller cool ones that we haven't played yet.
I mean, you could go big and be like ANZ Stadium.
Yeah. Actually, that's next on the list. Yeah, ANZ.
What about festivals for you boys? Like, have you tried to get on the, on the bookings for any festivals? Have you reached out to those guys?
Yeah. We got. I think we're on 2 festivals for 2022 so far. We're not allowed to say what they are. But yeah, that's exciting. We never really. I mean, I guess there wasn't really many festivals going, but I don't think we kind of were at a level where we could have played festivals anyway, exposure size and kind of like where we were at. But yeah, we sent out some new music to some festival promoters, and they got back to us, which is exciting. So that should be good in a kind of hectic experience.
Yeah, fuck, man, that's great. Like, I imagine you guys are fucking keen to do that.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's always I think like every musician's kind of number one thing is like wanting to, or like being at a festival and you're just like, fuck, like this would be so
Is it
sick.
uncaged? Is it uncaged?
No.
No comment.
I just like a light bulb. I'm like, oh, you can't say. I'm like, oh, uncaged.
Yeah, there's 2. There might be 3. We don't know yet, but it's looking good. We can tell you boys after the show.
Yeah, all good. Anytime, man.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, they can edit it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. Should I just say it now?
You
I
can
mean,
wait
if you
after
want
in
this,
case.
like, up to you, man. Like, we can cut it out for you, but
It'll make your jobs harder. We'll just do it after. We'll do it at the end.
yeah,
Then you guys got to
alright.
come back and find it. Yeah.
Trouble.
Yeah, that's it.
And you've played North though. Have you like booked any gigs to go south?
No, Melbourne's kind of the next stop. I mean, the next tour we organize, we definitely want to hit up there. We had plans to go there a couple of months ago, and then obviously shit hit the fan. But yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, man, for sure. Like Melbourne, I feel like Melbourne's like has like way better atmosphere for music. Like, what was the Queensland experience like? Was it good? Like, were people receptive to it, or like, did you get many people at the shows?
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, everyone got into it like crazy, and we didn't really think that anyone up there knew any of our music or really about us at all. But yeah, everyone was going crazy. So I mean, I had a good time. For
Yeah,
sure.
I was surprised with how they sort of reacted to us playing at Queensland. I sort of went in thinking that it was going to be a bit different, but yeah, when we went and played, it was awesome.
Yeah,
I was just trying to focus on not dying.
Is there a bit of similarity between like the Shire and the Gold Coast?
Nah.
I was about to say, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, just in the fact that kind of it seems like, I mean, we're obviously not, we haven't really spent much time in the Gold Coast, but I don't know, it seems like they're kind of cruising stuff and the way they're rolling, like, I don't know, hitting up that kind of same area every week, like all the Shire people do, kind of seems similar. Yeah, but I don't know, seems kind of similar to me.
Yeah, man.
Obviously,
I don't live in the Shire, but I'm just an observer. But you know, when I've been to the Gold Coast, man, I'm like, this is kind of like the Shire on steroids.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good example.
But and then like, have you done any gigs like around outside of Sydney? Like, have you gone to, you know, up to the Gong and you know, Newcastle and fucking maybe even the Katoomba?
Oh, we were meant to play. What was that venue that got flooded, Brad?
Oh yeah, we were meant to play in the Central Coast at the Rhythm Hut with So, and that we were driving up there, me and Nick, and then I got a text and it's like, "Hey man, don't worry about coming here. Like the venue's been flooded." And I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "We're like 20 minutes away," and it's like, "Sorry, man." So we just went to some random pub and got absolutely shit faced, and then stayed overnight and drove back the next day. Luckily, Miles hadn't left yet, so he was just like, "All right, I'm going home. Fuck yous." He just went home. It was like, and he sends us all these Snapchats like him watching Simpsons in bed. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like it was pouring rain, the worst weather. Everyone was depressed. We're like, this sucks.
We're at some dodgy hotel.
Yeah, it was so weird. The chick hated us. She gave us the wrong room key. We went into some random dude's room. He's like, what are you fucking doing? And we're like, oh, sorry, man. Like, we thought this is our room. He's like in his undies. And it was, it's just, yes, it was a good time. And then we went back to the chick. We're like, man, there's a dude in our room. And she's like, what do you mean? And then she walks back up. She's like, oh, fuck, sorry. And we're like, what's going on here? And she's like, let me just find you another room that's empty. And we're like, all right, cool. So then we got like a bigger room, but we're like, what the fuck are we doing here? And what the fuck is going on? Like, this is just insane. But besides Central Coast, we played a show in the Gong as well at Dicey Riley's, which was heaps of fun. Another seated show. So, I mean, when it gets back to standing, it's going to be a surreal experience. Just don't know what that feels like anymore.
How does your your little Shire entourage, how did they go seated, at a venue? Like, because, I imagine, like every little Shire, like every Shire band that I've ever seen, their entourage is always rowdy. So, I mean, how do they go being seated at the gigs?
When we played Miranda Hotel, they were jumping up and down in their seats. They were moving around, shoving tables, just causing a ruckus. Yeah. I think it pissed off security and stuff a bit, but
yeah, the venue manager got on stage. He's like, you guys need to fucking relax or you're all out of here. And we're like, he's like, you got to keep them under control. I'm like, I've been telling them every song to chill out, like, because they were just like dead set, like jumping on their chairs, like throwing beers everywhere. Some of them started throwing their chairs around, like some of them got kicked out. Yeah, there's been a couple of people kicked out of every show. There's always one or two. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
And I forgot to say then, Miles, I see a pattern with you somehow, like avoiding the whole experience of playing gigs outside of Sydney. The Brisbane now, and also like the Central Coast. Like what's going on, mate? Like
well, the Central Coast was because I work on Saturdays and the gig was on a Saturday, so I was just gonna drive up after work. But lucky for me, the gig wasn't even on, so I just went home after work and grabbed a beer all day. Yeah,
he's also got a pattern of not showing up to sound checks or anything either, which is heaps of fun.
Because I usually work pretty late into the day and on Saturday, so they sometimes have to get the support drumming to sound check for me.
We don't say just rock up to shows and we're like support to sound check, and we're just like, they go to get a beer. I'm like, hey man, like, do you reckon you could just like jump on the drums? Like, I know you don't know any of our songs, but can you just play something? And me and Nick will be playing there, and this random dude will just be playing some fucking crazy beat over the top of one of our songs for like 5 minutes, and then the sound check, I'll be like, yeah, that's sweet. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then Miles rocks up like an hour later before doors. He's like, hey man, what's going on? Like, ready to go. And we're just like, we've been here for 4 hours, bro. Loves it.
Stroll in like an old man.
Oh, Charlie Watts, the Rolling Stones drummer, like, you would obviously all know that he recently passed away, but I was reading a thing and it's like someone asked him what's being in the Rolling Stones like, and he's like 5 years of work and 25 years of, this was in the 80s when they asked him a question, but it's like 25 years of, sitting around. And Miles, you've completely avoided that problem so far. Like, it doesn't sound like there's much sitting around for you. You walk in the door and you're on.
I mean, I'm not complaining. No, but maybe yeah, you're right. I'm gonna make a more conscious effort to get a lot earlier.
Thanks for this, guys. You've managed to help us get Miles over that step. That's the whole reason we actually did this interview. We talked before and we said we need to get Miles to start coming to shows a bit earlier.
Intervention.
Hamish and Paul, like, all right, sweet, we can help you out with that.
The
intervention of Miles Harrison.
It's all a setup.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, fuck a lot of you.
Yeah, man. Miles, you're also the last to join today as well. Like,
yeah, exactly. He doesn't disappoint. He's consistent.
I forgot my Zoom password. I had to reset it, and then I didn't get home until about 6:25, so I was like rushing trying to log into Zoom, and then couldn't remember my password and I had to reset it. And then I couldn't click the link because it was taking me to Safari and it wouldn't support it wasn't compatible or something like that. And it's been a long day.
And
It's been a long, long day.
well, you jump the fucking hurdle when you're here, man. So, you know, thanks for that.
Now I'm happy to be here.
Nice. And now, Paul, I feel like I'm fucking talking too much, mate. You take the microphone.
It's all right. It's going pretty well anyway, Hamish. It was all good, mate. So you put me on the spot now, Hamish. That's all right. I was gonna ask you guys, who's the creative writing in your band when it comes to songwriting?
Brandon does a lot of the writing. He sort of brings his ideas to rehearsal, to practice, and then me and Miles sort of just jam until we come up with a rhythm or a backing to whatever melody Brandon sort of come up with.
Yeah, and then we kind of we don't really write, lyrics don't get written until we're in the studio, and that's why a lot of our lyrics are kind of very corny and shit. It's because you just get live. I find it's easier to just not have anything set, so that when I'm playing live, I can't technically forget anything because nothing exists. And then it's only when it comes to the studio that it becomes real. So that's makes my life a lot easier.
Nice, man. Do you find it hard to make up lyrics on the spot, or is that it seems to be something easy for you?
No, yeah, it's very easy for me to talk shit. So it's a natural gift. Not difficult at all. And I'll say some pretty rubbish stuff on the stage. Just makes no sense. Yeah.
Fighting and shouting.
Okay, any pizza, go away.
Rude. Bitch.
Get out of here, mom.
Start asking what
We found a video intro.
Yeah. Can we leave that in, please?
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I was
Take a picture and get away.
That's the first time that's ever happened. Like, we've done so many Zoom interviews. I've been waiting for this to happen.
It doesn't surprise me that Mars is the first.
We had a catwalk in on one of our interviews before, but nothing as good as this though.
Oh, we had people taking pisses and, you know, and various stuff happening, and, you know, but this is a first. This is the one I've been waiting to happen. I was like, man, if this ever happens, this would be a brilliant TikTok.
Oh, 100%. Please put it on TikTok.
But
Mars is just sitting there like, fuck.
No, I'm happy with that.
Miles, you might become TikTok famous, mate.
Oh, that's not how I want to be famous.
Oh, well. You know, if you don't want us to put it as a TikTok, that's cool too, man. But it'd just be funny as. But guys, who are you listening to? Like, who are your influences individually? Like, Nicholas, you got Tupac and Biggie on your walls, mate.
Oh man, my taste in music is so wide. Like, I love Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix. I listen to a lot of Frank Sinatra, jazz, and like I listen anywhere from heavy metal to rap to rock to I sort of just whatever I feel in the mood.
I like a lot of AM, a bit of Foles, Killers, Bobby D, Fooey's, Chili's, Zeppelin, Akadaka, Velvet Underground, a bit of Bobby again. One like Nick, pretty wide range.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of the same. I mean, obviously, your Nirvanas and Queens of the Stone Ages and all that jazz, but then it's all like a lot of heavy metal, and I'm beginning to like a lot of Russian like pop rock music lately, which has been fucking sick. I've just fallen down this rabbit hole, which has been awesome. But yeah, I think it's good. Everyone's got their kind of niches, and it works well. I mean, everyone's kind of very diverse in their musical tastes.
Nice, man. We did the interview with like Clay the other day, and they were talking about how they have a bit of a bit of a Russian fan base, and then we
Oh,
spoke
really?
a lot about their Russian fan base, and so their video is going to come out before this, and you know, hopefully you'll have a, you know, pick up a few Russian fans.
100%.
You
That's
know,
fucking
send you some
hectic.
music, let you know
Yeah.
what's happening over there.
For sure. I feel like that'd be the loosest show ever. Russia is just mayhem.
Oh man, it is. You know, it'd be one of the. I reckon you'd go to Russia to play a gig, and the stories you'd get would be stories that you can't fucking make up.
100%.
And have you guys thought, you know, if you guys take the band overseas, where do you want to go?
London.
Yeah, I'm with Mars for sure.
The UK just has the most vibrant and alive music scene in the entire world. I mean, all these Glastonbury videos, all these Reading and Leeds videos, just insane.
Yeah, dude, I agree, 100%.
What about you, Nick? What are you feeling?
Yeah, man. I think London would be sick. Anywhere in the UK, I reckon.
Anywhere. Just
Yeah.
anywhere we can play a show. Take us to the weirdest fucking place ever, man. We'll play in Uzbekistan. I don't give a fuck.
Anyone out there from I can't pronounce that country, but yeah, watching, you know, get these guys over
Yeah,
there.
get around it. Hook us up.
But yeah, man, like you know, it's weird. We interviewed like a band from LA the other day, and you know, we were trying to make conversation about, you know, how's LA, but they were asked, all the questions they had for us were like, they're obsessed with like Australian music. There's like a niche going on in America where they're like super obsessed with our fucking music, to the point where, you know, they were telling us about, you know, music over here and what's going on here that I didn't even know about, and neither did you, Paul.
Definitely not. He definitely plugged a lot of bands from Sydney, and I was saying to him, bands in Sydney want to go to LA, and you want to come to Sydney, and he goes, yeah,
Yeah.
because Australia's got this great rock scene over there. And I'm like, what? So it's just a different mindset of people in different countries. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we want to do the same. We want to find a UK band and ask them the same question and see where they want to go, because
Yeah.
it's interesting. Like we're fucking people in different countries or even different states. It's like, you know, we interviewed people in Queensland. They say, oh, we want to go to Sydney. And interview people in Melbourne, and they're like, man, Sydney's the place where it's all happening.
Really?
Weird, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
feel like-
really, really strange when you start doing this, and you're like, man, but everyone wants to go there, and I don't understand this, but you know.
That's cool, I guess. I feel like they're way better than here. in
Yeah.
terms
Yeah,
of
that's what
the
I
live
said to
music
him.
scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just moving forward, guys, do you guys have any like new releases or singles you guys working on?
Yeah, we got a new single first week in November that's coming out, which should be good. We don't know the exact date yet, but I mean, yeah, we're pretty excited about it. We've got a really fruity music video as well, which is going to be interesting to see how people react to it. And then I think we got 2 more singles in like maybe December and January, and then the EP in February or March. So yeah, we're just sitting on a bunch of stuff which we're heaps keen to get out. So hopefully everyone digs it.
Nice, man. And did you just describe your music video as fruity?
Oh yeah, it was a vision that came to Mars. I mean, he can give you a rough explanation. You just can't give too much away. It's
Like,
very.
can we expect some real fruit?
Oh no, I don't think there's any actual fruit. But I mean, unless there's fruit at your house, Miles, was there?
I mean, not in the scenes, but in the house. Look, fruity in the term of like, we'll dressing up a bit, and well, no, actually, it was just Brandon that was dressing up. Me and Nick just playing ourselves. It was just you who was fruity.
Yeah, well, look, man, I'm the only guy in the band with long hair. I got kind of Miles came up with this idea. He's like, yeah, let's do this idea, and I was like, fuck, that's sick. And I kind of got stuck with this role just because I fit the scene. But yeah, it's good. We'll send it to you boys after this. You can check it out. That's what you think.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
man.
that'd be great.
Yeah, like I'm really interested to see it because like I want to see what the vision was, and yeah.
We can tell you the song's called Untitled, and it makes no sense. Like it's just dribble. Like the lyrics are. It was just the first song where we got to the studio and I was like, let's just make a song that like all these lyrics just don't need to make sense. We're like, let's just not give the song a name. Literally, like you couldn't put the first sentence and the second sentence. Like you can do it throughout the whole song. Not one of them match up or make any sense at all. It's just complete gibberish. And then yeah, Miles had this idea for the music video and it's fit perfect. It's it's very interesting. I can say that much.
Nice, man. And I was just thinking, did you say it's called Unknown Title?
No, it's called Untitled. Yeah. So
Untitled.
like, yeah. So there's no words on the artwork. There's the music video doesn't really make any sense at all. The song doesn't make any sense. It's a lot of fun.
Do you remember like when you used to like back when like iTunes was a thing and you download like real, if you got sketchy music and it would be like unknown, untitled, and just have that blank thing. Like you just have to be, if anyone, when people start buying it off iTunes, that people are going to have to be like, fuck, is my iPhone broken for a second? Or
Yeah,
is it on here?
it's the
Like,
good
what
old
was the
days of
song?
it's the good old days of LimeWire.
Yeah.
We should have just made the album artwork like just completely blank, like just confuse the fuck out of everyone. They're like, I'm not listening to this shit.
Yeah, I've always wondered like if somebody was ever going to do that. So that's cool, man. Like that that you're doing something along those lines, because I just wanted you, because I just reckon it'd fuck with people. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm just excited to hear everyone like, or hopefully hear people screaming these lyrics, because like it's just complete rubbish. Like if they sing the chorus, like it'll just be like, that's why we did the same with like I Hate Myself. It's like funny, we play shows now and there's like people yelling at I hate myself. Like it's really good. It's funny as.
Is that cool when like does that feel fucking amazing, like having people sing back your own songs?
Yeah, for sure. I didn't think it'd ever happen.
This has been really fun. I think this has been like the loosest interview we've had so far, other than obviously some of the artists we've had. I just want to hear you guys. Do you guys have any like last thoughts or shout outs you guys want to do?
For me, it's definitely Dan Antics at Deaf Wolf. He's like, especially with this EP, like he's recorded pretty much all of our songs, and he's just been the best, like walking us through it and giving input, and yeah, he's just been really patient with us since we started this whole thing. So yeah, massive shout out to Dan Antics at Deaf Wolf. Just trying to think who else. I mean, everyone that comes to our shows, obviously. A lot of mates, a lot of people we don't know now, which is awesome. And thanks to you boys as well for having us. I know we've been wanting to do this for ages. It's, I feel like if you're a Sydney band, you have to be on this show. So we finally ticked it off.
Oh, thanks.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
great. That's a good thing to think.
Yeah,
man.
thanks for having us, boys. We really appreciate being on the show.
Oh, no worries, guys. And and also when your new track comes out, also this time send it over the radio page, mate. And I'm looking after all the messages now.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
No worries.
Hectic. Can't complain.